Hello everyone, myself Poki's Creation, and in today's video we are gonna talk about top 10 Pokemon as might bring back to PWC. Now, to tell you all the truth, then this video was scheduled to be uploaded 3 days earlier or so. But I was waiting for my list to be at least 40 or 80% sure. Now, after the preview of episode 114 titled Satoshi vs Kinji, now the probability of S Pokemon returning is less than 10% unfortunately, cause it seems like S will be using its own journeys team only for PWCs. But still, Pokemon journeys can do anything. Let's not be sure and let's not be sad as well. Now, before starting this video, I want to confirm few points which are as follows. Number 1. This top 10 list is based on my own speculation and own research, consisting of new opening preview as well as keeping episode 114 in mind. Number 2. This list is for fun. So do let me know your top 10 list of Pokemon which you want to see if they returns probably. Number 3. This video will be of 2 parts containing part 1 and part 2 of Ash 10 Pokemon which might bring back to Galar. Why? Well, the reason you will get in the video itself. Now let's get into the video, right into it. Now coming to the 10th spot, we have Pignite was a Pokemon as caught in the form of Tepig in Unova. As we all know, Unova is criticized for its reason itself. I mean, if you talk about battles, character development, Pokemons, anything, Unova always comes last, and somehow I definitely agree with it. But considering Krokorok or Crocodile was the ace of Unova, then definitely Pignite was the second ace of the Unova compared to other Pokemons. That is a fact which we cannot deny. Now yes, I do agree, he is not at the level of Charizard or Infernape storyline, but yes, for Pignite it definitely works. If you see his backstory, he was in the form of a Tepig, caught and treated horribly by his previous trainer. Definitely, if you talk about the saddest moment, Tepig has its own moments. So yeah, that is another thing. But yes, I really feel that Pignite is the one Pokemon that really was failed for not getting in a proper battle experience and proper screen time to show off his full potential. And as we saw in his last battle of Ash vs Cameron, where he was the one who defeated 3 Pokemons taking Hydreigon itself. So that was definitely not a small feat. So that's why I think Pignite should be the one who should come on the 10th spot so that we can see his more character development which we haven't seen till now. Coming to the 9th spot, we have now yes, another of S Pokemon which is a fire type. Now after seeing our most popular and not so dragon Charizard, we really had high expectations with Quilava when we got to know he got one as somewhere we are going to see Quilava as a replacement for Charizard. Cause you know, Charizard were released for training. Plot holes. Now coming back to Quilava, he kinda sucks. I agree. But yeah, as a Cyndaquil he put up some work for our boy Ash to seriously kick some ass. Either if we talk about Steelix battle or Scyther battle and many more. He wasn't at the level of Charizard, but definitely for Asmon he was definitely very helpful. And now he has evolved into Quilava when he was returned in Sinnoh. But due to not enough screen time proper battle, yes, we saw only one battle and that is also hard. So he didn't got chance to shine as a Quilava. So yeah, I would definitely love to see him returning in PWC. One can I dream, right? Now coming to the 8th spot, we have now Heracross is a Pokemon as caught in Johto Journeys as his first Pokemon which he caught. Now if someone don't know who is Heracross, what are you doing even here? Go watch the Johto first. Now, for starting, Heracross was with Pinsir to help them from saving their home, if I remember correctly. Now, ever since back then, we knew that Heracross was going to be a powerhouse, damn powerhouse, in his team. Now, in starting, just after being caught by Ash, he battles a wild Donphan, and although he lost, he did pretty good. Same goes for that computer mind Scizor. Don't forget that epic battle between Ash and Gary, my most personal favorite battle, and I think more than half of you also love that battle, where he fought with Magmar in Jodolik, where being super effective, still Heracross comes out on top like a boss. Like, how can we forget that awesome flamethrower or something which Magmar used on Heracross, but still Heracross was able to overcome that power. That's when Heracross has become my favorite of Ashmon. But unfortunately, he also suffers the same fate as other Pokemon like Quilava and Pignite for not getting proper screen time and wasn't able to show his true potential. His last battle was in Sinnoh against Darkrai, where at least he was able to put a powerful Mega Horn on to do some decent damage, and that's all. Now I really hope someday we get to see the Green Shaman battle, which they truly deserve. Now coming to number 7, we have down as first ever Dragon type Pokemon, Gible. Now Gible was surely a Pokemon Ash caught late, very late in Sinnoh. Unfortunately, Ash got late in the series, which is why he got less screen time, but however, the amount of time he got to battle, he did not disappointed. The best battle we got was from Ash vs Conway battle, where he defeated not one but two of Conwaymon, and yes, they were pretty powerful with his newly evolved Draco Meteor. And I am pretty sure that because of the Gible only, your all favorite Dragon type move has to be Draco Meteor. Now I don't know what to say more, but Gible's hilarious personality and awesome moveset like Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse, Tick, Rock Smash, why not? It has to be in this list. In fact, our mysterious trainer Tobias has also acknowledged his power. If only he was Garchomp, oh boy. But it was great. Coming on the 6th spot, we have caught it in the form of Milton, an unknown or rare Pokemon of that time, if I remember correctly. Rowlet was like a big brother to him, and thanks to him, Melmetal agrees to join Ash team. From then to now, the cute and heavy personality of Melmetal, same as Gible being first Dragon type. Well, Melmetal is the first mythical Pokemon of Ash. Mythical beast Melmetal was pretty enjoyable, although it was disappointing seeing him being mythical and not able to overpower Incineroar. But seriously dude, what? It's not his fault. Except type advantage. It was his second battle after battling Gladion. And yes, after that, we know what happened. Ash became champion. So yes, what can you expect more from him? That's why I want him to be back as a badass in PWC, where he can and will be a threat to Pokemons of champions who wants to battle with toe-to-toe with him, and we again can see his true mythical power. Of course, he is a mythical Pokemon, the first mythical Pokemon of Ash. How can you all take him lightly? Yeah? Please give him some love for Melmetal. Otherwise, what do you want? Everything just like Pokemon Journey.
Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go faster, 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 faster.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please, if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe the channel, and comment down your favorite part of Ash. And yes, I really want you all to share me the part 2 Pokemon. I really want to see who can guess the correct one. I am definitely sure that nobody can guess all the 5 Pokemon correct. And if you really guess all the 5 Pokemon correct, I will give you a shout out on this channel. And do let me know that should I continue this type of videos on this channel or not, and is there anything which you want that in the comment section. So See ya, have a good day. Till next time.